And Sarah, fasten your seatbelts. We're taking a trip around the Wrestleverse, starting with our SummerSlam predictions. All right. I have mine right here on my
Mine's all off the
handy
cuff.
dandy notebook.
I'm off the cuff.
Right. There you go. Right there, Sarah. All right. So I'm going to go or I don't want to start with the first banner like underneath this because that's the real main event. We'll follow that sort of canon. Let's do this one. We got Judgment Day's Roxanne and Raquel Rodriguez defending their championships against the allies of convenience, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. I want to know where your head's at.
I want the Judgment Day to retain. Because I don't want the story of them all having gold go away yet. The problem that I have with that is I don't know what happens to Alexa and Charlotte if they don't win. And so that's the part where I'm like kind of hesitant to pick the Judgment Day because I could see them saying or wanting to put the titles on Charlotte and Alexa because it's like they are this random tag team that has been clicking, obviously. And if they don't win the tag titles, like what happens after that? They're not just going to make them beef, because like they haven't been together long enough for that to be super interesting. So it's like, well, I mean, I don't know. It's so hard because it also feels like that's not enough to make them be the champions, So I'm kind of conflicted.
See, I feel that as well, but my view of it is that there's more to tell with Raquel and Roxanne losing than Alexa and Charlotte losing. And Charlotte and Alexa, they have something going, and they could be the next team to continue growing the women's tag division. They could show up on any show and enhance it. The story right now, it feels like the Judgment Day are on kind of a decline. I said,
well, except for the fact that Finn and JD just won the titles.
No. Storyline wise, like internally on the decline, not to the fans, obviously, but internally, there's cracks in the walls. Starts with them losing the titles, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll get them back, and then it starts that like the obsession of getting them back, and then boom. So that's where So yeah, based on that, I think Alexa and Charlotte. Okay. And I'm going with Alexa and Charlotte. Also because they would be awesome.
For the vibes, I'm doing Judgment Day.
Okay. Get you down.
I gotta do it for the vibes.
You know what, Sarah? I hate to tell the truth, but you going with vibes for these predictions have outscored me.
Yeah.
A majority of the time.
You'll probably win this for SummerSlam.
I'm kind of pissed about it. I'm a little peeved.
It's bad when I can predict every match correctly but one for an AEW pay-per-view.
That's what I'm saying. That's what annoyed. There's where my like, oh. What do I do? I can't win at anything. But we shall see. All right. Goodbye. You want to see more of this? Jelly Roll and Randy Orton taking on Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Sarah, I was going to bring it up on the show, but then it was all cleared, so it can wait till this moment to be talked about. The fact that Drew McIntyre got back, I had this thought. I want your logical brain to whatever. Drew McIntyre is landlocked, doesn't have his passport. It's probably here in the United States or wherever it is in his home country. United States doesn't matter.
No, he said that they had a problem because he didn't have an American passport. That was what he said. But I don't know.
What do you have? 2 different types of passports?
Well, no, I think he probably has one from like Scotland or something. But they had it. I don't know. That's just what he said in the video, that they were like, they know who he is. They know he's lived in America, but he didn't have an American passport. I have no idea. but
That's ass. Well,
regardless, go
point
ahead.
is, it got solved, and we're gonna see this match,
Mhm.
which I'm honestly, I'm interested. I'm curious how this is gonna go down because of the hype we've seen with Jelly Roll about him training so hard at the Performance Center. His interactions already. You can tell too after that promo he cut on Logan Paul on SmackDown. He knows ball. Like he's taking this just as serious as anyone else in the back. Maybe even more because he has something to prove.
Yeah,
And I don't know. I've also seen a report that this isn't the last time that we'll see Jelly Roll in some sort
that's
of.
what has me conflicted because I feel like if we were just going off of like celebrity matches, just doing it for the good vibes, I'm like Jelly Roll and Randy are winning. But the fact that Jelly Roll is supposedly going to be in a match again, probably, I'm like, okay, well then doesn't that leave room for Logan and Drew to win because they could like pick it back up again at some point if Jelly is going to be back.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think this one's a little tough just because like this match literally doesn't mean anything. It was just put together so that these guys could be on SummerSlam. Um, I want to see Drew win because I think he should, but I think we're probably getting Jelly Roll and Randy. I guess that's what I'll go with. Even if
I
it's
got
not what I
that as
want.
well.
It's not what I want.
I got Jelly and Randy as well. I'm going 5. It's SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Biggest party of the summer. You're going to tell me right now that they're going to have Jelly Roll and the match lying face down on the mat to Drew. Like, no shot.
Yeah, and Randy's not getting pinned by Logan or something, so.
Well, no, like Jelly Roll can pin Logan Paul.
Uh-huh.
Everyone wins in that scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And absolutely.
Why did he go by Jelly Roll?
I mean, he was as big as a Jelly Roll for his entire life.
What is a Jelly Roll?
The pastry.
I've never heard of a Jelly Roll. Jelly donut, not a Jelly Roll.
No, now you got me questioning what a Jelly Roll is.
I don't know.
Okay.
I've only heard of a Jelly donut. It is a bread roll with jelly.
Yeah, so a pastry.
Sure, I don't know. That doesn't seem like a real thing.
A bread. Yeah, too good to be true type of thing. All right, what do we got next? Let's do a championship match. Let's throw a high stakes match in there. We got a triple threat match, night 2. Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Naomi for the Women's World Championship.
This is the only one that I feel comfortable with, and it's Naomi. Naomi's winning. Naomi is not a transitional champion.
No, I don't think so at all. She's on a heater right now.
Yeah, I think it would be a giant mistake for them to take it off of her after one, like in the first PLE. Like that would be insane. I think it's also like I said, I still like the story of Io and Rhea and how Rhea's never beaten Io. I feel like that's something that they can keep going for a long time. So like whenever they meet again, then it's like, that can be something eventually. And I like having an underlying story like that in the women's division because it's not common with them. It's always like in the men's, it's like Roman's never beaten Seth. It's like, okay, cool. Let's have that with the women too. So yeah. Naomi.
Naomi. That was easy.
Yeah.
What about this one? Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross stipulation that if Sami Zayn loses, he has to admit to Karrion Kross that he was right, and if Karrion wins, that Sami has to admit to.
He has to admit he was wrong.
Yeah. Like wild stipulation. Like just seems like a very.
You know what I kind of like? And might be a little crazy, but I kind of like the idea of Karrion winning. And instead of Sami admitting that Karrion was right, Sami just like losing his mind and just like attacking and beating up Karrion like after the match. Just like bringing it to him. So it was like he didn't vocally say that he was right, but he showed him he was right. And so it's like technically he's not it's like he's not proving he's right, but he's not proving he's wrong. Like, because Sammy could still argue like, oh, I did this because I'm tired of you, not because I'm a bad guy. But Karen could be like, no, that was really who you are. And Sammy could
No,
be like,
that's it.
no. You know what I mean?
I like that. I like a full blown crash out by
Yeah.
Sammy, because at the end of this, we need to see some form of Sami Zayn dark side. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say heel. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say bad guy. It's his dark side. His Batman.
Well, because I
era.
think that it's like he's gonna want to show that like he is a
Justice.
serious person and he will do what he has to do to win. And even though this is one that he loses, but it's like I want to set I want to set a boundary. I want to set the tone to be like, okay, if I have to bring out this side, I will. And Karrion has brought me to that. This isn't who I am, 6 days out of the week. But if you get me to that point, I will do it. I feel like you kind of need to see that too if we're really going to just be like, okay, Sammy wants to go for the World Heavyweight Championship or the WWE Championship. Like, you kind of need to see that he will go to this level if it means that much to him. Because if he's just going to like skate through life in WWE, then he's never going to be champion. So I feels like this could be kind of like the foundation of being like, yeah, Sammy's got it in him. You just have to bring it out,
You do. Yeah, I want to see some form of just. I want to see a very dark side of Sami Zayn that we like. If it has to be, I don't know. I'm not going to go there. I don't want to see El Generico back. I was thinking just like, like if you want to go as far as creating an alter ego, not as gimmicky as like El Grande Americano, but like,
yeah,
Sami Zayn, the blank, kind of like with the Messiah, Seth Rollins.
Festus, when that bell rings, he's a different guy.
The clips of him, of poor Luke Gallows.
I know. He did such a good job at it, though. I mean, the fact that he never cracked up as he's standing there with his tongue hanging out. I mean, yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's like I never understood how Goldust, after he got struck by lightning, that he wasn't like cracking up every single week. Like, how are you not blowing your cover every week? Yeah, like why are you not? How?
Especially those Booker T.
Yes.
Segments, those were incredible.
Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh.
The lightsaber.
So funny.
Oh, God.
The fact that they also were like, hey, let's have Goldust be struck by lightning. It's like, what? Who came up with that and why?
That was
but thank you.
Early 2000s.
Yeah.
And not the Attitude Era. Just that's the real Wild West when you're the only one left. Who'll be the only one left standing with the Women's Intercontinental Championship after Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria square off? Sara, the stipulation for this match being that if Lyra Valkyria loses this match, she cannot challenge for the Women's Intercontinental Championship anymore. There's like, no rules. Yeah, there's no hold bars. Yeah. There's no anything. Yeah. You just go out there and fight.
Just a two Irish lassies out there.
It's a good old fashioned Donnybrook.
Yes. I think it's Lyra. I think it has to be. It's like even with the stipulation, if you take the stipulation out, I think it's Lyra because I think that was endgame the whole time with the Intercontinental title. I think that was the whole point of making Becky the champion. I think it's why she was feuding with Lyra to begin with, and it feels like that's the only way that this can end. Now, I don't know what that means for Becky's involvement moving forward or Bayley, but I do think that Lyra she needs to be champion again. Like, we need to see the passing of the torch per se with Becky and Lyra. So I'm going Lyra.
I'm going to go yield to redundancy for my prediction. I also have Lyra. The only thing I will add is that I believe
in Joe
Becky
Hendry?
Lynch.
Oh.
Damn it. No, I believe that Becky's, what you said with the rivalry to enhance the title, whatnot. And the way for her to still stay relevant and be on WWE programming, feuding, is with Bayley. Bayley's lost right now. All right. It's easy for Bayley to cost Becky because she can say, I found my answer. And that being, you were the constant thorn in my side. Every time you're around, you get all the attention, you get all the spotlight. But where's me? There's definitely an angle for that. And then let Lyra have great feuds with, just for an example, to like just Maxine Dupree. Not like her specifically, but like people who are a little bit below her on the card, so that, you know, we get the best out of it. So, yeah.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
You said it, not me.
Yeah.
What do you got to say about this match? Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa are going to be trapped inside of a steel cage, fighting for the United States Championship. Sara. Ian Ganar.
Okay, this is my tribal chief versus Jacob Fatu. So this one's tough too, because Solo screams transitional champion. However, he would be taking it off of Jacob and then giving it back to Jacob within like a month. So that seemed, the thing is like, okay, looking at the story, I just don't know what story is left to tell between Jacob and Solo. Like, I'm kind of over this bloodline versus bloodline stuff, but it feels like they don't want to get rid of it yet. Like, it's almost inevitable that it's going to be a part of Survivor Series this year, and I'm just over it. Like, can we see something else?
Really? You think that's the men's war game match?
Potentially. And
I
I'm
don't
just
see
like,
that. Oh, okay.
I hope not. I hope to God not. And you know, this one also has me conflicted because I feel like I wouldn't say that Jacob is necessarily like world heavyweight champion material yet, but he also has that like LA Knight feeling about him where he's almost bigger than the US title. So I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts before I pick.
I got Jacob Fatu.
You have my tribal chief losing?
I do, unfortunately. To me, Jacob Fatu feels like he should just be carrying gold at this point, and that he's going to make the title into something worth fighting for.
Poor Solo.
Just because of his like, he has it, and right now the world title pictures are kind of locked up in certain things. Maybe things shift now with the alleged, I hate to say alleged because it's fucking true, but the rumors flying around that Seth may be cashing in on at SummerSlam, the actual photo evidence of him walking in crutches with his daughter. Like, so the point is that we don't know where the hell the world title division's going. I don't think Jacob Fatu's going near it. I think they're going to keep him with the US title. And Solo can do other stuff. Like, the Solo losing, he should be losing this and then going on to face someone else. Like, they should be going to find another team or a tag team to face on SmackDown. Maybe get involved in the tag team title division after this TLC match.
Okay, I feel like you convinced me. It's Jacob. Sorry, Solo baby.
What's up, baby?
My baby.
Ah,
Oh, if you
Jacob.
Oh my God. Tama. Oh, Tama Tonga.
No, I think Tama goes with Jacob.
You think?
Yeah,
Oh.
they got two.
I'm into it.
I'm fucking into it.
I'm into it. I'm so into it. Yeah.
That's all. Yeah, that's all I have for.
Do it, lady. Please tell me you've seen Chit on
Chit?
TikTok. Yeah,
Chit?
Chit on TikTok.
No.
Chit. You haven't seen Do It, Lady on your birthday? Oh, God, fine.
I'm not
Who in
seeing
the
it.
chat has seen shit
Ask the chat. They might know.
and ticked on TikTok? Do it, lady.
Becky, I don't know, goes to SmackDown. It's big time Bex we're talking about. She's a movie star now. Okay. Happy Gilmore.
Well, also Seth is on Raw, so
Correct. Yeah, they don't.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Have you seen Happy Gilmore 2 yet?
No, I haven't seen Happy Gilmore 1. So
What? Oh, that's a classic. Watch them back to back.
no.
Come on. For the peeps, Sarah. For the peeps. Next up we got more Bloodline. The OG Bloodline reunite to take on the Bronze, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker with the Oracle, Paul Heyman, by their side. This is the one I couldn't flesh out.
Okay, well, okay.
I don't
For
know.
storyline purposes, I have the Bronsons. I'm going to pick the Bronsons because Roman is going to be leaving to go away for a movie. Jey Uso is going to be sticking around. So if the Bronsons take him out or whatever, it is possible that they could reunite him with Jimmy and have them against the Bronsons. So whatever storyline there is with Jay, the Bronsons, Seth, like that can continue. And then also when Roman comes back, it still has him entangled with Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins, the Bronsons. Because to me, I feel like the Bronsons have more to lose by losing than Roman and Jay do, and I feel like Roman and Jay winning does nothing because Roman's leaving to film a movie. So like they don't need the win. It doesn't hurt them. Neither one of them are champions. There's no championship involved in this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they need to continue establishing the Bronsons. So I feel like they have to win.
I went with Roman and Jay.
All right. Well, my
And
point
my reasoning,
remains.
yeah, your point can stand because it is a good point. It's a valid point. However, with my prediction, what you're saying isn't invalid. Like,
Okay.
they need to come out on top at the end of this match.
Mm-hmm.
And the way we go around that, come out on top, and have your biggest star win, crazy pop, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
is by Roman Reigns actually getting the pin. Okay, but sorry, it's a tag team match.
I want to see him get his ass beat.
There you go. That's where we're at. That's
I
after
want to
the
see.
match.
We need to see Roman lose more. I'm not saying that he.
But I don't know if he can. And I don't.
I'm not saying he has to be pinned. I'm not saying he has to be pinned. Jay can be pinned.
I know. No, I know. But I still think in this case, like, have him win the battle, but not the war.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to get that double spear shot, cool. Okay. Doesn't end the match.
But see, I feel like there's bigger matches that he could win that mean more than just a random tag match.
I think they want okay. And going back to what you're saying about Jimmy coming back in to help, he would have to do that, or he can do that with this if he's getting his ass beat after the pin. So say Roman hits Bronson with a spear, pins him, and then Braun Breaker's just like a rabid pit bull. He's pissed. You're going after my guy. I'm going to come and attack you. And then Jay gets in the middle, but then Bronson gets up, and then they start feuding or fighting. I mean, and then you have Jimmy come out to save the day. Then it's a reuniting of the OG bloodline at SummerSlam, WrestleMania moment of the summer. You're welcome.
Whatever.
Please tell me you remember that.
What? Oh yeah. You're welcome. Yes, Damien Sandow.
That was the chef. He was not a chef. The cook at my dad's restaurant, who used to work there when I was busboying. We would do that to each other all the time because we're both just massive wrestling peeps.
Mm-hmm. Right now, I just keep saying, "Do it, lady."
Send me. I'll watch them. I just haven't seen it. Dirty Dom Mysterio's finally cleared, Sarah, finally cleared, and can defend his Intercontinental Championship against the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. And that match is going to steal the weekend. I'm telling you right now, Sarah, it could steal the weekend.
I think just based off of the hype around Dominic right now, he's not losing.
You want me?
I want to pick
Lock
Daddy
that in?
Dom.
You want me-
Daddy
All
Dom.
right, so I wrote
Yeah.
Dirty Dom.
Yeah, that's my daddy.
For
yeah.
you, I'll write Daddy.
Yeah, just because it's
you
funny.
Said it.
He's
It's
not
hilarious.
he's not my JD McDaddy.
No, that's different.
Oh my
It's like
God,
Burger
him
King,
and Finn are
McDonald's,
doing a meet and
different.
greet this weekend. A
That
photo
would be a
op.
cool meet and greet to go to. That
I-
would be.
Finn
Dude,
shared
that
the
would be
link to
cool.
buy the tickets, and I just responded and literally wrote out, "Oh my God."
Incredible.
I was like, you guys, this is not fair.
We're gonna see some crazy shit in like I think we'll see Dirty Dom and even AJ Styles, like high flying shit, not just the standard springboard stuff. But I'm gonna put in that. I'll put a little prop bet on it, a pitsy prop. I think a table we'll see, like a Spanish announce table break during this match.
Okay.
There's my nonsense prop bet right there for you. All right.
All right.
What else do we got here? Do you want to kill two birds in one stone? No, keep going. We'll keep going.
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
keep. Tiffany Stratton. What's going on?
No, I'm just thinking about this match.
Oh, Tiffy time taking on Jade Cargill.
Mm-hmm.
I would. Now, if I asked you this 3 weeks ago, where would your head be at?
No, you know what? I feel like so this is my dilemma. So let me explain my dilemma. Oh my God, I cannot get this thing back in here. And it's really irritating.
Yeah, you're really finicking with that thing.
I know, I'm sorry. I can't get it back in here.
Just eat it.
I just didn't want the cat to like knock him over. Anyway, okay.
Or just chew
So because this isn't like a real feud, I was, because obviously she just won Queen of the Ring to face Tiffany. So that's why it's like, okay, well, it's not that deep. I'm like, okay, Tiffany's retaining. However, we know how much they love Jade, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't love Jade, but I could see them trying to like push her to the moon right now. And I'm just not into it. Like, nothing against Jade. I just like I want to see. I don't know. I want her, if she's gonna win the women's title, like I want it to be off the back of like a really good feud. Not just because, oh, Tiffany's been champion for 200 days. She won Queen of the Ring. Let's really put her over the top by having her win the title too. And that's kind of how it feels like it could happen. So that's why I'm like conflicted. But I guess if I want to just go off my vibes, then I'm going to go with Tiffany, because I feel like if Tiffany's going to lose, it should also be against somebody that she's had a feud with, not just like someone who won the number one contender spot,
Yeah, it doesn't feel organic to me.
Yeah.
If Jade Cargill would win this match, but I do believe that Jade Cargill should start being in World Championship matches. I think she's ready for that.
Yeah.
And this is only going to be a match to build each other up. Like, they're going to do some crazy athletic shit and some strength shit too. Like, I know a lot of people want to see, the strength versus strength between Bianca and Jade. We kind of got that with their teaming up.
Mm-hmm.
But this, like, Tiffany was a bodybuilder before
Yeah.
coming into WWE.
Yeah.
Jade Cargill came into WWE with strength being her literal strength in the ring. So I am excited to see that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what they're going to really want to showcase in this, with inevitably Tiffany coming out on top.
Love it.
So that's what I got here in my head. What do the peeps think? Curious question. Who had a better reign, Nia or Tiffany? I think Nia had a better reign. I think Tiffany's doing fine.
You know what? I would have to really sit back and look at them because I can't tell you that Nia had a memorable reign. I do think that they've been a little bit too relaxed with Tiffany's reign. Um, it's a constant problem that I think that we've seen in the Triple H era where they're not putting like time and effort into every champion. Because I think you could argue like Gunther's first world heavyweight title reign was not good. It's not because he's not good. It's not because his matches weren't good. He literally feuded with 2 people in 8 months. That's the problem. And I think that's kind of the issue with Tiffany as well, is basically like she had this little thing with Nia and then the build up to Mania with Charlotte, but it was only because Charlotte won the Rumble. It wasn't because they were like, oh, let's start this random feud. No, it was because she won the Rumble and they haven't really done anything else with her. And so I think that's the problem.
That's the problem. I agree. Like, they haven't really done, like, honestly, I would, if you're going to have Gunther have somewhat of a fun title reign, have him annihilate like 8 opponents straight in a row, you know, in a span of 10 weeks, we'll say.
Yeah.
Just because, like, that would really show off how much of a monster he is in the ring.
That's why I said it would almost be interesting, and it doesn't necessarily fit in his character, but I think it could. If he did something similar to what John Cena did as US champ and had like the US champ, you know, the open challenge. Like if we could see that with Gunther every week just to reestablish himself as this like monster competitor, I feel like that would be pretty cool. You know, because he's like, oh, I can beat everybody, but it's like he needs to keep facing people in the same stratosphere as CM Punk. So we need to see that.
We need it. And it's also giving talent opportunity. Like, just put on a good match. Who's someone that you know can put on a good match? And you're on the fence about if they could be a world champion or not. Well, there you go. There's like 10 guys. Maybe 15 if you want to include NXT too. Like, imagine if Trick Williams was feeling a little cocky after Obafemi is one
versus Gunther. Hello.
But just imagine Trick Williams, TNA champion, coming over to Raw, being like, well, the TNA champ is on Netflix.
Yeah.
Feels like I should be a double champ on Netflix. Like, it's so possible. It's so possible. Well, we're already fucking talking about him. So Gunther, hopefully, fingers crossed, main eventing night 1 against CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. Sara.
Gunther retains.
I figured that.
Gunther retains, and it's not just because of my fandom. It's because CM Punk, and this is coming from a different perspective too, which maybe you'll be surprised about it, but I feel like CM Punk deserves a bigger moment for him to win the next world title.
That's some character development out of you. That's some real character arc we're showing.
So,
as a person. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. I feel like at this stage in CM Punk's career, if they're going to put the title on him, then he deserves for it to be a bigger moment than a random match that was put together because he became the #1 contender through a gauntlet match 2 weeks before. You know, so I think that there's more stories to be told from Punk trying to get after the championship, and they'll probably want to build that up around a WrestleMania because that feels like a bigger moment again at this stage in his career, rather than just beating Gunther at a random SummerSlam. You know, like, I don't know. I think there's something more that they can do if they want to put the title on him.
There absolutely is. He needs to win it against a guy like a Cody Rhodes.
Yes, that's what I've said. Yes. Imagine the stories between him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Cody. No disrespect to Gunther. That's not.
No.
That's not what we mean by it. Gunther needs to win to become the true ring general. And, you know, just. I called him Bowser last night, Sara, on the house show. I compared him to Bowser, which makes sense. Like, you want him to be this evil, overarching villain, Just true villain, bully. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Just this bully who he is the champ. No one's going to beat him. And it doesn't matter what you do. He's just going to be better than you.
Mm-hmm.
They need to establish him like that as a champion. CM Punk should be going after the WWE Championship and being in that title picture, with the likes of John Cena, Cody Rhodes.
Because, even though they're trying to make the titles equal, I still think that there is some sort of superiority with the WWE Championship, because that is one that has never gone away. It's just always been made over. So it feels like if we're going to see something with a CM Punk becoming champion, there's more. I don't know. There's just more there if it's a WWE title as opposed to World Heavyweight title. I'm not trying to downplay the World Heavyweight title, but again, CM Punk is 40 something years old. It would be cooler to see him with the WWE title on his arm, because that's the guy who's the real face of the company.
That's what you want.
They're not putting Gunther out on TV. They're putting, Cody Rhodes is doing all of the interviews. So I feel like Punk could easily do that as WWE champion, but that might not be the case if he were World Heavyweight.
The problem is, I feel like the Universal title left a sour taste in people's mouth.
Yes.
After the new World Heavyweight Championship was introduced, and they were prematurely comparing it to the Universal, which
I don't even remember the Universal title at this point.
Oh, it was the worst looking fight. It was awful.
It was cursed from the start because of how Finn won. So,
I mean, yes, and also the crowd reaction.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd reaction to them booing it.
Yeah.
Not a good look. And then to have Finn, cherry on top.
Yeah.
Totally agree. And then our final, I'm deleting this banner. We don't need to talk about that. John Cena, the Unseen 17, defending the WWE Undisputed Championship against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, in the main event of Night 2, SummerSlam.
This one has me conflicted too, because I only see it there's only a few things that I feel like are happening. Either Cody wins and then Seth cashes in and beats up Cody, or Cena just outright retains, because Cody has to go film a movie. So the only way to make sure that happens is that Cody loses, or Cody is cashed in on and then written off TV. Because otherwise, I don't know what do you do with Cena if Cena just loses. I don't know where the story is there, but there is a story that can come from Seth cashing in, which I still kind of feel like Seth's injury is legit, but I'm we don't know. We haven't seen him in a few weeks, so maybe it's a little bit better. I don't know. But yeah, so that's the part that I'm a little stuck on.
Stuck on you. I don't know. I see Cody. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. I see Cody retaining, winning the match.
Mm-hmm.
And I want your thoughts on this, because I'm letting the situation play out at this stage. I don't want to predict it and be like, yes, I was right. I'm just going to fantasy book it, So if I was booking it, what would I do? This is what I would do. Cody Rhodes wins, technicality for prediction's sake. Cody Rhodes wins. Seth Rollins' music hits. Okay. Seth comes out. No crutches. He's fought through pain before. We saw WrestleMania 40. He can fake it for about 3 minutes. I think this is how it's going to go. He comes out. The Oracle hands him the briefcase. It's important. This detail's important. Heyman hands him the briefcase. Seth still has his hand like this. And he's holding on but not moving. Sara. It's not moving.
Mm-hmm.
Out walks Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker goes down to the ring. Cashes in on a beaten down Cody Rhodes. I don't care. I don't know how many, maybe 1.5 spears over under. Bet one or the other. To Cody, 1, 2, 3. He walks back, gives Seth the title. End of SummerSlam.
But how do they make it so that Braun is allowed to do that, like cash in for Seth?
I am only
You're like,
fantasy
I'm not
booking.
figuring out the logistics.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
exactly. This is not
Well,
because of my mentality of going into it, or attitude of going in like, fuck it. Like, it's the main event of SummerSlam. You guys have delivered in all your main events, I feel like, except for WrestleMania 41. Let's see it. All right. And if you gave me the ball and it was in my court, where am I going? This is what I would do. We'll figure out the logistics later. But if you want a hell of an ending to SummerSlam, that's one way to do it.
mm-hmm.
I knew I figured you were gonna ask about the logistics, but
Yeah.
what would you do?
No,
then?
I think
What's your
that's a cool
logistics?
idea. I'm just still stuck on what I want to do because I know like Cody's got to be written off. So it's like, does he win and get written off, or does he lose and get written off?
I don't know. What do you want? Do you want? Well, it's I hate to say like, what do you want, because it's your two legitimate favorites. It's like,
Yeah. Well, because I think
like
the biggest
peanut butter
thing
or
that I
chocolate?
have is like,
Reese's.
it's just the likelihood of Seth's involvement. That's the part, is like, because I feel like anything, either way I choose, it's like Seth, it has to be involved, you know? So just because of that, I'm just going to pick Cena.
All right.
So we can be different for another one.
All right.
Just because, like, I honestly do think that Seth's injury is real, and I like your angle. So if that were to come true, that would be wild.
That you want to have social media buzzing. You want to have them tweeting, flooding the timelines. Do shit like that.
Well, that makes you wonder, like, could they have gotten it? Well, I'm just still trying to figure out the logistics. So, but it's like, I wonder if one of the GMs would sign off on that.
Yeah,
you know?
like there's your story until Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
There's your story.
Yeah. Or, they could go completely crazy and Seth hands over the briefcase completely to Braun. And Braun just wins the title outright by cashing in. And doesn't give it to Seth.
Agreed. You could just be like, but
because
me,
that would be that to me would mean Seth is out for a long time.
I don't think Seth wants us to think that he's going to be out for a long period.
No, I'm saying if my scenario that I just said came true, that would be like solidifying the fact that Seth is like legit hurt and is going to be gone for a while. Correct. And that's why he gave it up for Braun. But I don't know.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Well, those are our predictions.
Yes.
For SummerSlam over.
Two lasses on the Donnybrook.
I want to see two lasses kick their ass in the Donnybrook match.
And
really
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre throwing cream more at jelly roll.
He bursts out jelly. Just squirts out some
jelly everywhere.